I don't even know what to say. Yeah, I will say this.
How many miles?
3,400-ish.
How many days?
Don't know. I know we have a deadline because we are headed to the RV Super Show in Tampa, Florida by mid-January, and it's basically like almost the 1st of January. So
we're headed to California to get the van.
And then drive it all the way across the U.S. to Florida.
But first we're going to stop in Nashville, get the truck, drive down to Atlanta, pick up the Airstream travel trailer, and then go to Florida. So we can make it to see you at the Super Show.
Yes!
1 4-hour airplane ride from Nashville to California, 2-hour drive to the dealership. Oh, and a night in a hotel later, we made it. We're back in the van! What now?
Now, we're going to take you on a cross-country adventure. That's right. We're going to be traveling over 3,000 miles from California all the way to Florida for the RV Super Show.
But first, y'all know, with the van, you gotta fuel up before you giddy up. So, let's do this.
We're in sunny California, and in case you're wondering, the price of gas for diesel is coming in at $5.19. So as of the end of December, beginning of January, we're sitting at $5.19 per gallon for diesel.
Considering we paid like $8 a gallon before in California for fuel, real not mad about that. So there were so many of you guys who were on the same train as I was about pretty much just having somebody else come pick up the van and drive it to us, or drive it to Florida for us. And a lot of you guys even offered to do that. You guys are freaking amazing. At the end of the day, we just decided that we felt like with all the craziness that's happened with the van, that we needed to just come out here and find out for ourselves if it was really going to work. So this is going to be our Wanderlocal test. That being said, one of the things y'all talked about was like, we're going to already pay for the gas to do this, so you might as well just pay somebody else to do that. So with that in mind, we figured we'd make this fun and we would record and see how much we actually spent on gas to get from California to Nashville to Florida. So far, 106.02. We're going to actually have printed paper receipts for the first time ever, and we're going to keep track of it. What do you think? Leave a comment below. Take a guesstimate, knowing it was literally on like 000, right?
There was very little. We were down to like 1 bar. So we're going from California to Nashville to swooping by Atlanta to pick up the Airstream Classic.
So we have double gas from Nashville to Florida.
Double gas from Nashville to Florida, and then down to Florida. So we've got, yeah.
Okay, so leave a comment below. How much fuel are we going to spend, or how much money are we going to spend on fuel for this crazy trip?
$1 million.
Maybe we'll do something fun and give something away to whoever gets the best or closest guess. Neither Dee or I have ever been to San Francisco, and we're honestly kind of sad that we're not getting to spend a little bit more time here, but when in this area, there's no way I am leaving without seeing the Golden Gate Bridge.
I will say this. The Golden Gate Bridge is a little bit of a departure off of our main route, which would provide an optimal time across the country. But happy wife, happy life. So we're detouring to go across the bridge.
It's a Good man, y'all.
We're still 4 miles away from the bridge and I can already see it. And I can already tell it's really big. Well, we are in a tunnel and traffic is completely stopped. So I guess we're about to find out if going to see the bridge was worth it.
It's gonna be worth it either way. I'm so excited. But look, you can start to see it. Eek. But look, we're getting our first glimpses. This is so exciting.
The good news is that we're going to get to enjoy the Golden Gate Bridge for the next 2 hours at this pace.
Oops. Ooh, look, and right over there is Alcatraz. I'm also sad that we are not staying long enough to be able to tour that because that sounds so interesting. Okay, fast facts on the Golden Gate Bridge for those of you guys who don't know the deets. It's a suspension bridge. It's a mile long. It's one of the most well-known symbols of, obviously, San Francisco, but California in general, and apparently is only 2 lanes, which we're learning right now.
Oh, yeah. Wow, that just merged instantly.
It's a super friendly walkable bridge as well as for bikes, and it's known as one of the modern marvels of the world. This thing is really cool.
Go, get your fill.
And holy moly, the views. Okay, come on. You know this is cool.
It is. Yeah, I'm just trying to maintain my lane. The lanes are a little snug. Wouldn't recommend driving a fifth wheel over this, although I would bet almost anything that some of you have driven a fifth wheel over this thing.
Haven't already guessed as much, yes, Dash slept through the Golden Gate Bridge. But to be fair, we came from Nashville, and so there was a 3-hour time difference. He did really good actually last night, and only slept until 5 a.m. California time today. But I think he's pretty sleepy. But he's not the only one that's pretty sleepy. We're all kind of sleepy. So even though it's like, I don't know, 3:30 in the afternoon, our next stop is, you know what, coffee.
Technically 2-hour difference between PST and CST, which is where we came from, but we were in Atlanta, and that is EST, so 3 different time zones in the last 24 hours. I haven't been in San Francisco long, but already craving some rice-a-roni. I hear it's a real treat.
This is a completely autonomous vehicle. There's literally no one in the driver's seat. But there it goes, that's so crazy!
We need that in here, like, stat. That way, we can just sit in the back and chill with Dash. Maybe have a margarita. I don't know if that would be legal or not, even if you have an autonomous vehicle, but that's what I would do. And then just wake up, and you're like 3 states over. It's perfect. Autonomous vehicles.
Okay, I had to Google this because I wanted to know what it was. It's basically Uber, but the autonomous version. This is so cool. Yeah, amazing.
While we were there, how good job.
We drove about... No? We didn't drive? We drove about 2 more hours south. We were hoping to get like 4 hours in today, but considering we sat in a lot of traffic, we decided that that wasn't our best bet. Plus, we're trying to get over the time change. So, we decided to find a little spot. We're kind of out in the middle of nowhere. We found a little boondocking spot by a lake, or by a river, actually. So, we're just going to call it a night. So, Daniel, how are you feeling about the van now that we've spent a couple hours in her?
In all honesty, it's acting differently than it did before we dropped it off. Sean and his team at Bay Area Airstream Venture, I always forget the name, but they were so kind to spend so much time with us today, going over everything that they did to work on the van. And boy, they're really knowledgeable there at that dealership. So it's really cool. We've got some alternators working. We've got all of our, like the dashboard on the Mercedes is completely off, which wasn't a thing before. There was always like some level of lightage on the front dash, but it goes completely dark now, which is kind of cool. The battery is still at 100%.
Hold on, pause. We have a water need.
Oh, water need. It's all about that wah-wah.
Dash, do you need some water?
Well, where can go wrong? Here we go, bud. You want some water? You want some water? Say, Daddy, you're yapping too much. And the reality is we don't really know a a lot about the van because we've only been in it a few hours. So we're going to give it more time tomorrow, right?
Dash, do you like the van so far?
Yeah.
Oh, well, there you go. So, one out of 3. The other 2 are TBD. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you want to say anything to our friends?
Yeah.
What do you want to say?
Yeah.
Do you want to
Wanna say
wave and
yeah?
say hi?
You want to wave? You want to wave, Dash? What do you want to say to everybody? Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Right? Say, make sure you tune in tomorrow because... Oh, bless you. Because this party is going to continue. We've got a long way to go before we get to Florida. Right? Yeah. Whoa. Somebody likes the lights in here, that's for sure.
What do you think? Is it comfy?
Oh, no. No. You're like, where's my pillow topper? I need something more. My Brooklyn bedding mattress like we have in the other Airstream, right?
So now that we are all settled in, the plan is to get the bed all made up. To be honest with you, the van has been sitting for almost 5 months, maybe a little over 5 months. These sheets smell. Ugh. So we may be finding a campground tomorrow night with laundry so we can fix that problem. And Daniel's running into a little bit of fun with the dishes.
Honestly, they're just a little dusty, which makes sense. I mean, they ripped everything out of here and practically rebuilt it from the ground up. So, yeah, a lot of little dust and things like that.
So it's a little inconvenient that we don't have water tonight.
It is, yeah. Also, you know, before I dropped it off, I dumped the fresh tank. So we have 0 water in the fresh tank, which we planned on going to a campground anyways because we need to dump whatever's left in the gray tank. I think there might be just a little bit left, not too much. Then I'll fill the fresh tank, and that will allow us to properly flush and do dishes and things like that along the way. So,
Oh, I think somebody already found out how to turn on the lights.
oh, what are you doing? All right, just powered on the battery bank, the power bank, and that gave me power to the convection oven, microwave, and also the induction stovetop that we have here.
So we can make soup.
Yeah.
Yum.
Actually, this is not convection. That's right. This is not convection. This is just a microwave. I wished it was convection, but it wasn't. But we do have the induction stovetop.
Needless to say, with 5 months of this thing MIA, there's going to be a learning curve in getting used to the systems again. But it's all part of the fun. Yeah, I know what you're going to say. That soup looks so appetizing.
No soup for me and you.
All right. 5 months, soup, and all sorts of who knows what kind of temperatures. Not a win. Are we tired, Dash? Dash, you ready for bed, bud?
Nah.
No? Is that a ready for bed noise? For those of you guys who say he absolutely never cries or whines, there you go. That's pretty much about what it gets to.
Honestly, pretty successful day 1. We picked up the Airstream. We're on the road. We didn't get as far as we wanted to, but that's okay. Tomorrow we've got a ton to tackle because this cross-country journey has a lot of miles left ahead. So stay tuned, definitely, for tomorrow because lots to do.
Mom.
You ready for bed? Yeah. Can you get up there?
Come here, buddy. Come here. Come here. You can do it. You can do it. Come on, you got it. Oh, there you go. Did you get a little nudge?
A little help from Mama.
Yeah. Little nudge from Mama? Yeah.
But before we sign off, if you haven't already this week, make sure you wander local. Because as you know, it's good for the soul. And so is Mama.
Mama. Dash, you want to tell everybody bye-bye? We'll see you tomorrow. Oh, there you go. Little Dash.
Bye-bye.
See you tomorrow, friends.
Can you say bye-bye?